Right guys, this is Melrose from GlasgowTCG, bringing you a deck profile on what I ran today at the AGP. My record was 3 wins, 3 losses and a tie. So today I ran Vlad.
I don't know what I realised, Melrose.
What?
Never said what I did. I said things.
Did your record?
Yeah.
For the record, Sam went 5-2, 5 wins, 2 losses. I came 41st out of 111, so not too bad. So your Vlad's pretty self-explanatory. You pay to deal 2 to your opponent and heal 2.
What about the Jack 2 cost?
You don't really ever flip Vlad, but I might as well show you the other side.
What does it do?
You pay to deactivate. You pay 1 black, 2 colourless, and you, when this card enters your field, destroy target resonator, and then you gain life equal to that monster's defense.
It's not horrendous.
And then you can pay a black and 2 colourless to banish a darkness resonator, and this card gets imperishable. So it's not too bad, but you'll never ever want to flip.
No, I could actually see myself flipping every now and then.
Really?
Yeah.
I suppose you can flip kill a behemoth.
Yeah.
Game 15.
Alright.
So yeah,
actually
that's
has some utility.
Vlad. Stone lineup. I played 4 Magic Stone of Dark Depth, the black blues. You'll find out why I played these once I get to.
There's 4 heroes, just say no.
For like heroes and Cheshires. That's about it. 4 Magic Stone Scotch spells. For like thunders, flames, hasters, if I have to hard cast it, which I highly doubt I'll ever do. I think I did it once today. Then I use 1 Grubalesta, the Sealing Stone. It's good because you can just -2 things. Things like wind sprites and stuff like that. Just kill them off straight off the bat. And 1 little red Pure Stone for the buff when you need it. Moving on to Resonators. I ran 3 Cheshire Cats for the draw. It really helped getting all my sort of incarnate stuff that I needed to get rid of my opponent's hand with. And just all it helped the consistency of the deck. Then played 4 Nair the Tip. What she does is when she enters the field, you can look at your opponent's hand and discard a card. You can incarnate by sacking 2 black creatures, or a black or black and a red. And she's good just to poke your opponent for 8 as well. And then you can buffer with a little red, make her a K.
Okay.
Then play 3 Rasputin. Use this for the incarnate, because when Rasputin is sent to the graveyard from field, you can pay 200 to get for back. So you mainly use her for incarnate, or if you want just like a blocker, you can just get back. Pretty good. Play 2 Mozart, which is annoying for some people because like stuff like the recent Arthur Pendragon, where it can be targeted, this gets around that. It's the only thing out. You incarnate with this, and then they have to banish it. Play 3 Laura, because Laura's effect is when she comes at the field, you can search your deck for a vampire resonator. So what you do is you just search for Laura, thin your deck, and then you search finally for Carmilla, unless you have it in hand.
And then you're sad.
And then yeah, you're sad because you fail the search. So play 2-0 Magas of Null, which is brilliant. I've used it so many times today. You flash it in, creatures lose flying and they get -2/-2. So, and he's quick cast, so brilliant for that.
Did you call Zero a heart? A he?
I don't know, what is Zero? She?
She.
Okay. Sorry, Forcible is really confusing because Arla's a dude.
Yeah, I know. It's true.
I play 2 one-offs, Carmilla, the Queen of the Vampires, and a Hastur, the Unspeakable. Generally, it was mainly for space-wise, try to fit everything in, make it comfy, cozy. But like the 2 Carmillas get a bit cloggy, as did the 2 Hasturs. Try and keep the big things to a minimum.
Apart from Naya, because Naya's amazing.
Apart from Naya, because Naya's just Naya. For the spells, we played 21 spells. Play 4 the Scorn of Dark Alice. You look at your opponent's hand and you can discard a Resonator for this is a 1-drop black. Pretty amazing if you get it first turn, which I got consistently today, by the way.
Did you mulligan for it?
Several times, but play 3 Endless Night. You destroy target Resonator, and then every Resonator gets -2/-2 for 3. If they drop, play 3 Soul Hunt, 1 drop. If each player banishes a Resonator and discards a card, so it's good for control if you want to get past stuff like that can be targeted by, say, darkness spells or just can't be targeted. This gets around that. Play 3 Stoning Deaths, destroy target Resonator just for destruction. Played 2 Barriers of Shadows. They came in extremely handy today, especially against Valentina, because Valentina hates it.
I seen somebody's hand today that was playing Valentina, and it was 4 Holy Blessed Wolf. And they weren't playing Barrier.
Oof.
I was like, ouch.
I
That
mean,
is sore.
2 Mountain Immortals. It's a pretty bulky drop.
Bulky?
Yeah.
Stop. That's not what it is. That's not a way to describe it.
It's a pretty high costing field edition. What it does, it creates a permanent -2/-2 board state. For all non-darkness Resonators. Includes my own. So if I have this and play a Cheshire, the Cheshire would die. But I still get the effect. And then finally, play 4 Flame of the Underworld. Brilliant. Just kills Val straight off the bat. Like if you when Val flips and you go this, if they didn't tap anything beforehand, you kill it. I've seen a couple of people do that today. Must be really dumb Valentina players. And then that was the main deck. So that was 19 Resonators, 21 spells. Moving on to side deck, I played 3 Thunder because the extra damage just helps a hell of a lot. Just poking your opponent for 500 with the help of Vlad is just amazing. 1 Barrier Shadows because against space was a thing. I mean 3 barriers against Val. Again, Val hates it. It's fine. I got 2 out against my opponent who was playing Val, and like he just could not do a thing. Side 4 headers. When a card in the field, you pop a Regalaga with 0 cost, and if you do, you draw a card. always hate that the zero cost part because I can't blow up Schrodinger.
I know.
It's quite annoying.
It is. But they wanted to. They wanted to phase out the zero cost regalia.
Because like I was
without phasing out the ones that have cost.
Because I was like, oh yeah, I can side in Heras. No, I can't because it's free cost. Played 2 scythes. Mainly for stuff like Sylvia.
Because I built a fun Sylvia deck that he doesn't like.
Yeah, I don't Sylvia at all. I hate it. I hate Sylvia. Well, this is mainly for stuff like Val and Sylvia, or things that would get imperishable, so that I can make use of this thing, which I'll come to in a minute. 2 rope or the fire rat. I didn't actually come across that much red rush today. I only came across 1 at the end. Sided in these and didn't see them at all. Play 1 Spiral of Despair because people hate that discard.
You should side that in at all.
Sided it once. Used it once, and the guy got really salty because like he literally just drew into 2 cards. I'm like, no, get them. No, you're not having that.
Fair enough.
1 card I sided. I was hoping I was going to play Reflect World today, but I couldn't. I didn't face 1 Reflect World.
Or fairies.
Well, I faced 1 fairies, but like there's no board to make use of it.
No.
I use Yogg Sothoth.
Sokoth.
Not Sothoth.
What?
The Dark Myth. You can incarnate a black, 3 blacks or a black and 2 reds to play him, and when he enters the field, he destroys all resonators with cost 2 or less, and he has Pierce, and he's a 15/15, so he's pretty massive. Then lastly, I play Blazer Gil Rabis as my other ruler, and there's a few instances today where he was just brilliant, like
Wow.
against Val, where the Death Scythe came into it. My opponent chose to do the Rezard effect, discarding my hand, so I was like, cool, I'll just get Death Scythe back next turn, play Death Scythe, and then just flip into Blazer, just shooting Val into bits. That's the side deck. For matchups, first round I was against some Reflects with actual Reflect support to accelerate counters, and I drew that because I was 300 off when we went to time. Yeah. The next game, I lost. I think that was the Sylvia game.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I think that
was the game that I went to time.
Yeah, that was the Sylvia game. It must have been. Yeah, just completely blew up in that match. Third round I won. I think that was the Val game. Fourth round, I think. Fourth round was a weird one. Fourth round was, he started off with Reflect, but then changed into Dark Alice. That was the weird, like
thing.
Black, white, Arthur Pendragon destruction deck. Strange, but apparently it worked. Yeah. Then
you played another Val, did you not?
No, played 1 Val.
Oh really?
Yeah, played 1 Val. I played like 2 Reflect, 2 Dark Alice. I beat Dark Alice in round 6. and then I lost to Red Rush in the last round. That was about it. So Vlad does well to me today. I think next time I may give green a shot to see how it is.
Yeah, next time there's going to be other cards out and you're not going to know what you're going to play.
Oh, and Vlad might be rotated out.
Yeah, because we don't know when the next thing is.
Yeah. So hopefully my boy the Arsonist for next set is as good as everyone hoped. Well, that's it for my Black Vlad deck. Comment if you want any advice on this deck, or just like and subscribe. GlasgowTCG signing off.